Welcome here at the Islamic University of Gaza. We will have a special interview with Dr. Andreas Obrecht and Dr. Kristina Kiesel, who is coming to us from the University of Vienna and a PEEB program. Dr. Obrecht is the head of program. Dr. Kristina is the head of PEEB Project, which will be done here at the Islamic University of Gaza. Welcome, Dr. Obrecht, and welcome, Dr. Kristina. Dr. Obrecht, can you tell us firstly about your impression here about the visit of IUG?
Thank you very much for the invitation. We are from Namsa, from Austria, and it is an honor for us to be here, to be guest at the IUG University. It is very impressive for us. It is a very somehow modern and well-organized university with new buildings, with 20,000 students, with many fields of research and science and teaching. So we are quite impressed.
Okay, Doctor.
Actually, we met a lot of very interesting people here at the university. We talked to quite a bit of students who were very eager to learn and asked us many questions, and were very interested also in our visit and what we're doing here. And also the staff was very, very nice, and they showed us around all the time and gave us a very good impression of what you're doing here and the importance of your work in education that you're doing here for the Palestinian people.
Great. The purpose of your coming here to the IUG?
As you said before, I'm the head, or I have the honor to be the head of the PEEB program, and the PEEB program is the Austrian Partnership Program in Higher Education and Research for Development. This program was launched by the Austrian Development Corporation in the year 2009, and the objective, the goal of the project is to bring researchers, scientists from Austria and from the partner countries of the Austrian Development Corporation together to create new spaces of knowledge, to work out very innovative and creative projects in research, in teaching, in lecturing, and also in university management. And we are very happy. We altogether have 16 eligible countries that are allowed to apply in the program. And the so-called Palestinian territories are on board of PEEB. And so we got many applications from Palestinian institutions, West Bank, as well as Gaza Strip, as well as the Islamic University. And we have a very nice project here. Kristina will tell a little bit more about the project because she's very much involved with the project about energy efficiency and energy building. And this was the purpose to come because yesterday we had the opening of a very interesting and very important conference that was also sponsored by the PEEB program.
You're welcome. Dr. Kristina, you are the head of the project of PEEB, which is talking about efficient buildings energy. Can you tell us more about this?
So when 2 years, I think it was 2.5 years ago, when I got my first email from your university, from Dr. Muhaisen, who asked me, would you be interested to work with us? I never expected to be here one day and to actually have such a successful partnership and such a successful work together. The idea of the project that we initiated was to, as there is a scarcity in electricity supply and people here have to cope with a lot of problems, we said, okay, how can we actually help the people in the future with new ideas to cope with these problems? So our idea is to have more sustainable buildings that need less energy with little measures, not high technology, but small measures that would help the people to have a better everyday life just by using less energy, by having houses that cope better with their needs that they have. So what we're trying to start here is to educate young students, but also professionals, and to give them an idea, how can you do that? because you have to start at the beginning. You have to start with the students who will in the future plan or be involved in planning of houses and other projects. So we try to give them an idea. How can you do it? What are the little measures that we can implement? How can we help the people? And how can we make life easier for everybody? And by educating the students for the future and also the people who are already involved, we are really trying to target quite a big group who have quite some influence in this field.
And for us in the PEEB program, this project is a kind of flagship project because it meets all the requirements of our program. Participatory approach, for example, or demand-driven approach. These are very important things. Sustainability is a very important one.
This is a very important subject that will be focused on. You were the conference the guest in yesterday's conference. You are the guest of honor. Can you tell us about the conference, your impression and your goals about this?
Firstly, I was very surprised of the number of people attending the conference. Incredible. We had, I think, 1,200 registered people coming there, students, lecturers, but also what I heard, many people from NGOs, from government institutions. So this really shows a broad interest into the topic. So secondly, I was really surprised about the quality of the keynote speeches. They were really, very, ambitious and very enthusiastic and with a great emphasis on the topic. And yes, for us it was really a success and a kind, maybe, a highlight, maybe one of the highlights, not the only highlight, but one of the highlights of this important project.
Thank you very much. And the last question, maybe you had a tour in Gaza. What is your sight, your impression about the Gaza Strip?
Yeah, we had altogether 2.5 days, and the colleagues from the university showed us around, and we visited also refugee camps and different parts of Gaza Strip, and so we saw many different things and aspects, and I think for us this was very helpful to get a better, understanding of the very difficult situation. Economic situation, political situation here in Gaza Strip, which is, I think, very important for us to know more about the context in which we work and our partners have to work. And we were very impressed by the many efforts that are made to lead a normal life and to deal with this extraordinary and difficult situation here in Gaza Strip. And I think the international research cooperation is or could be a very important path that will lead to a future in which hopefully the situation will get better and will improve for the people and also for the Palestinian institutions. And we are very happy that still for the Austrian government, because this is a political decision, the Palestine is a priority country of cooperation, and what I know, this will remain also in the future.
Good. Dr. Kristina, what do you think of Gaza?
For me, as a scientist, it was very interesting. Even though Dr. Mohaisen always provided me with a lot of information how the needs of the people are, for me it was very important to see how life is, so I can in the future better understand what he's talking about and what he's trying to tell me, how we can help the people. So this was very, very important for me to see it with my own eyes and to get an impression, to talk to the people, to hear what their needs are, in order so we can develop even better suggestions for them. And we're now trying for the future to maybe initiate a second project to go on with our work and to improve that what we are already suggesting.
Dr. Obrecht, what is the future between us as a university and you, as an peer institution and program?
Yeah, we would appreciate if the cooperation will last longer. We have an extension of the project until the end of 2020.
Good.
But it is a matter of quality of the project proposals, because our selection procedures, they are highly competitive. So the best, we want to fund and to finance the best and the most innovative projects. But I can say that the Palestinian universities, also Birzeit University in West Bank and here the Islamic University, that they have done very well in the project. They have applied many projects. We have here at the university now 4 projects, ongoing projects and academic partnerships, and we expect also new application in the call. So I'm very confident that our cooperation, will continue in the future.
Okay, thank you very much, and you are welcome, and your visit is highly appreciated. Thank you, and hope that we will be will have in a future cooperation and a future work with IUG and the PEER and the Vienna University. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.